Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at Elizabeth Bathory, the Blood Countess. Before we begin, just a quick reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, with special editions on Thursdays. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Moving right along, mythology tells us one thing, while archaeology tells us another. Who was Elizabeth Bathory? Was she really Vienna's Dracula? Why did she kill so many young girls? Today we will answer these questions as we take a look at the serial killer who stalked the girls of her village. Elizabeth Bathory was a Hungarian countess from the House of Bathory of Ecsed. Her conviction as a serial killer in 1611 brought about the legend of the Blood Countess, which provided the template for numerous artistic adaptations. Elizabeth Bathory was born in 1560 and her family lineage included the King of Poland, Stephen Bathory. She grew up in the village of Ecsed and was very well educated. She spoke Latin, German, and Greek. At the age of 11, she was engaged to Franz Nadasti von Forgesvold. The marriage took place on May 11, 1575, when Elizabeth was 14 years old. Due to her marriage at this time, she converted to Lutheranism. The couple lived at Katice Castle near Piestiny in Slovakia. While her husband was off fighting the Ottomans, Elizabeth ran the household of the castle. When she was 25 years of age, she gave birth to her first child, a daughter they named Anna. Her next two children died at a very young age. She then gave birth to another daughter, Katerina, and a son, Paul. The latter was named the primary heir. After her husband died, Elizabeth inherited his vast land holdings. Her estates were mostly in northern Hungary, from Transylvania to Austria. Elizabeth acted as head of the family, which was considered unusual for the time. Other than that, the Countess was believed to be living a seemingly normal life. Or was she? Legend has it that when one of her servants was injured, some of the young girl's blood splattered on the Countess. She instantly felt a significant rejuvenation. Supposedly, this led her to the decision to begin systematically killing young virgin girls. Why? She believed that by bathing in their blood, this would keep her skin youthful and attractive. It was said that she also drank the blood of her victims to further aid in keeping her youth. This led to her nickname, the Blood Countess. She was also known as the Tiger in human form. Granted, this was a time when people were accustomed to gruesome killings. Perhaps she had gone mad. Then again, she just wanted to explore the sadistic urges she faced. Nevertheless, the Countess was accused of killing more than 6,002 young girls. It was claimed that while on her travels, she would instruct her maids to help her find and torture young maidens. Elizabeth knew no limits when it came to toying with her victims in the most ghastliest of ways. Claims were made of her whipping her hostages. It was also believed that she was fond of cutting open their wounds or burned them with hot irons. Claims were also made that she amused herself by stabbing the young girls with needles and knives. These gruesome killings found their end in 1614. Elizabeth was arrested and went to trial. Some 300 people testified against her. After being found guilty, she was sentenced to life in prison. However, she died 3 years later due to controversial reasons. Among the many tales that followed her death, the most popular was that she was walled up in one of her castles. What of her maids? They were equally complicit in these horrendous acts of torture and murder. They were all burned at the stake, and a few were accused of witchery. Many of my contemporaries believe that Bram Stoker was inspired by the Bathory legend of a blood-drinking countess and used it in his novel Dracula. Compared to the most disgusting and vile serial killers, they pale when compared to the Blood Countess, Elizabeth Bathory. This brings us to the end of The Blood Countess. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. If you enjoyed this video, please consider becoming a channel sponsor. Your support will enable us to continue releasing quality videos, and buying me a coffee always makes my day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Traveler's Tales. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and fact, Cartistos.